This is AI.R. Artists in Residence Broadcasting, coming to you once a week from New York City. Hello, I'm John Cullum, and this is my wife, Emily Frankel, right here.
Okay. And I am Emily Frankel, and
Yeah.
This is my husband.
That's right.
John
We got that straightened
Cullum.
out. Okay, what are we going to talk about today, Emily?
Well, John,
Yes.
we know some wonderful actors.
Yes, I do
And
indeed.
we've known them for a long time.
Yeah.
I want to talk about an actor that we weren't buddy-buddy with, we weren't friends. You know him,
Yes.
but you didn't socialize with him.
Who are we talking about?
I'd like to talk about Brian Dennehy, who is a marvelous,
Yes, he is.
marvelous actor.
Yes.
But we saw him the other day in a tiny little role I don't even remember the name of the movie, I just remember, what in the world, how in the world did the producers of that show get Brian Dennehy to play such a small part?
Yes.
And I thought about other actors that we know, like Gene Hackman,
Yes.
who has decided, as he's grown older, not to do any more movies. It's the problem of, for instance, this actor, John Cullum.
Yes.
Leading man John Cullum is
Whatever you
called
want.
in
You
for,
got a role for me?
gets called in for granddaddies and dying men and
Yeah.
men who have Alzheimer's. But most of the shows that he's in lately are men who are dying. And it's not fun.
I've done a lot of beautiful deaths in the last 5 years.
Anyway, what I'm saying is that
But you realize that I have to come back to life sometime.
I want you to stay in life, please.
Okay.
The prognosis for an actor as he ages, this is for women 10 times worse, but just talk about male actors, that the role that they get as they get older have to be granddaddies or dying old men.
Yes.
So I want to talk about Brian Dennehy because this is an extraordinary actor that has a career that relates to John's, except Brian was a huge movie actor.
Movie and TV actor, too.
He just did an awful lot.
Yes, he did.
And now he's doing very, very little and this tiny little role. And talk about that.
Well, Brian was 6'3". He was in the Marines. He was a big, strong, very virulent, that's the wrong word.
Very masculine.
Masculine, yeah.
Take away virile is
Virile is what I was trying to say.
virulent.
Yes, but he was also a very nice guy. The first time I ever met him was I was going to do an audition for the director Stone. What's his name? Oliver Stone. And I was very, very nervous. And Brian walked in. He was cool as a cucumber, and he kept saying he couldn't understand why I was nervous at all because he started telling me about my career. That was amazing to me that he would even know that I was a Broadway actor, and I never forgot that. And I watched Brian in a lot of different movies. He always played those particular types of strong parts, and quite often he played villains, and I didn't realize what a great actor he was.
He's
until
a Death of a Salesman, wonderfully.
he won a Tony for that. That made me not only was I impressed, but I was extremely jealous and he also got another Tony for Long Day's Journey into Night.
Another part you wanted to play.
Yeah, and there was this guy who was a character actor, I thought, and he ended up playing these wonderful roles, 2 roles that I always wanted to play and never got a chance to play. And not only did he play them, but he won Tony Awards for them.
Well, I just wanted to do a salute to him, John, because this is an extraordinary actor, just like Gene Hackman, who is a personal friend of ours,
Yes.
is an extraordinary actor. And that some wonderful actors decide, I'm not going to do it anymore. I don't want to play old guys. And they just disappear. they appear in benefits and we know who they are.
They probably, we think they disappear because we don't see them. They probably lead extraordinarily active and vibrant, not virulent, but vibrant acting, vibrant careers in other areas. But they decide they don't want to play old people. That's exactly what it is.
Well, I just wanted to say I was astounded at the hugeness of Brian Dennehy's career. I'm astounded at the hugeness of John Cullum's career.
Longevity is a better word.
I'm proud of the fact that John keeps striving to get roles and strives with full integrity.
Thank you, darling. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And we'll say goodbye to you and see you next week, hopefully. This is AI.R. See you next week.